We have reached the day, people. It is AFCON semi-final day here. I mean, this is what we wait for as football fans, as African football fans. This is the tense moment. 2 more games. A certain team needs to win to lift the AFCON trophy, the 35th AFCON in its glorious, glorious history. And now we got some epic games today. And first off, we got Senegal and Egypt, the trilogy. I mean, it's Sadio Mane versus Salah. What more do you want, people? What storylines can we cook up that is better than this semifinal right here? Senegal obviously trying to become, an A-tier side, one of those grand African national teams. Obviously, they've reached the quarterfinal of a World Cup. They won their first AFCON in 2021. But if they can win this AFCON, with the talents they have emerging, oh my God, lock it off for the rest of the continent then. And then for Egypt, this is their opportunity. This is Salah's last dance. This is the opportunity for Hossam Hassan to really shut up all the critics, including myself, heading into this AFCON and thinking, this guy's a fraud. This guy has no tactics. Well, Egypt have played well, I would say, in the last game against Cote d'Ivoire. They just got that mentality about them, and now we're going to have an epic semifinal in Tangier. Let me know your thoughts, people, in the chat right now. We got about 15 minutes until the game begins. Let me know your early thoughts, the lineups. We're going to go through the lines before the games begin. Shout out to everybody in the chat already. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Mustafa. And shout out to Jeff already with the kind donation. Today, he did not say anything with Papacito or anything like that. So shout out to you, Jeff. He says, welcome back. Beautiful. Gracias. I'm sorry, but the Rams, me, are going to beat your Bears, me, Sunday. No hard feelings. Jeff. We will see about that. I'm not too confident in the game, but Matthew Stafford, he hasn't been looking good recently. And you almost lost to the Panthers. I mean, come on, man. But Jeff, thank you for the kind donation. He's saying 3-2 Senegal wins in extra time. Oh, boy. That would be a crazy game. Although I would have no sleep after this day. And yeah, I'm probably going to go to bed around 1:30 in the morning because we're going to drop the recap video after both games. Shout out to you, Jeff. Thank you for the kind donation. Shout out to Abde. Shout out to Ahmed as well. Shout out to Del. How are you doing? Shout out to Alejandro in the chat. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Nora. I have never felt more Egyptian than I am now. Oh, boy. Shout out to Emmanuel as well. Senegal to win and meet Nigeria in the final. Yo, DMV. How are we all doing? How are we feeling, people? By the way, what meal, what drink do you have for this game? I mean, I just got water. I just finished my dinner, so I don't have any snacks. For the final, I got to get some snacks, though. And I got to pick out the perfect snack for the final game. But yeah, let me know your predictions in the chat right now. Let's get through the lineups for both teams because there's not really a lot of changes. I think Egypt are going with the same exact lineup, and Senegal made one change and one key change in this lineup of today. So obviously same defense, same goalkeeper, same midfield, same 2 forward. The only difference is Nico Jackson is coming into the starting lineup. He didn't play any minute against Mali, and he was not good against Sudan. Now, Nico Jackson, this is your time, buddy. Like, you have been criticized so much recently by Senegalese people. This is the game for Nico Jackson. He's going to get opportunities in this game. It's just about, will he be clinical today? Because if he's not, Diallo is right there. Sheriff Ndiaye is right there as well. So, Nico Jackson, this is the game. Like, we can talk about Sadio Mane, you can talk about Diarra, you can talk about Papa Gueye, Idrissa Gana Gueye, all these guys, but it is now down to Nico Jackson to perform. If he doesn't, then I think Senegal will lose this game. He is the key man. Yes, Sadio Mane is a key guy, Ndiaye is a key guy, but it really comes down to Nico Jackson for me. And for Egypt, they're going the exact same lineup. It is not a 4-3-1-2 like it shows in Flash Score. It is a 5. Basically, 5-3-2. You could go 5-2-1-2. Basically, it's Salah, Omar Mamouche, and Inshallah. And Ashur trying to cook up something in the midfield. Ashur is, again, the key player. I know Salah, Marmouche needs a really good game once again, but Ashur, as we saw in the last game, he was pretty bad, I thought, in the first half against Cote d'Ivoire. And then in the second half, he was cooking. And then that assist he played to Salah outside the boot. I mean, what a sensational assist that was from Ashur. And we know he's a very good player. But it's just about, can Ashur be consistent with his performances? If he's consistent with his performances, Egypt can win this game. And defensively, they're going to need monster games from, obviously, Rabia. Again, they're going to need a monster game for Fatou, because Fatou now going up against Ndiaye. He did a pretty decent job, I thought, against Diallo. He was beat that one time in the first half, but Fatou, this is your opportunity as well. So no changes in the lineups except for Nico Jackson coming into the starting lineup for Senegal, and that's about right. I wouldn't expect any drastic changes from either manager. Either manager knows this is my tactics, this is my best lineup, and we have to roll with it. And now it's down really to the players. Yeah, you could talk about Pap Diaw. Obviously, you talk about the in-game management of Pap Diaw and Hossam Hassan, but now it's down to these players. Who wants him more? Who's going to win that game? Oh, my God. I cannot wait for it. Oh, it's only 10 more minutes. I've been waiting, since when? Saturday was the last game. Oh, boy. It feels like forever, honestly. Shout out Timothy. Big up Michael. I'm going 1-0 Senegal, but can't believe they put Morocco, Nigeria at the same. Who on earth? Timothy, anybody that's going to watch the Carabao Cup over an AFCON semifinal, you're not a football fan. You're not a football fan, and you need to be trialed at The Hague. I don't care if you're a Chelsea fan, Arsenal fan. Oh, it's Michael, it's Arsenal, Chelsea. It's the Carabao Cup. Nobody cares about that stupid tournament. Even for Liverpool, I really could care less about that tournament. FA Cup, okay, that's a different story. It's the Carabao Cup. Come on, man. It's sponsored by an energy drink. Can Salah finally deliver on the biggest stage in CAF? I think that's a bit disingenuous, because Salah has done a lot for Egypt in AFCON. Like, look at that run he had in 2017. You tell me he didn't drag them there. This is the year for Egypt. Let's see. Who do you want to win? Not your prediction. Who do I want to win? I want Egypt to win. I need Salah to win this AFCON. Desperately. But, I'm pretty neutral when it comes to African football. Jackson needs to cook, 100%. Shout out from Uzbekistan. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to all my Uzbeks out there. Support Egypt. Uzbekistan beat Egypt, obviously, in the Al Ain Cup. And, yeah, Uzbekistan were dominant that day, apparently. Really, really dominant. He's always been a right back. Yep, I did see that. He was cooking, man. I remember what people said about Husanov after the Chelsea game last year. Oh, this kid, he looks like a fish out of water. He doesn't know what he's doing. And look at all the praise now. Okay, all right. Michael doesn't know anything. Michael just talks bullshit all the time. Senegal went 2-1. Morocco to win this AFCON. Mark my words. Well, we're going to get a grand old game later tonight. I need Salah to piss on Carragher. Diatta used to be a right winger. I think he switched at Monaco. Yeah, I can't remember. I think at the last World Cup, though, in Qatar, I think Diatta was playing as a right back, and he didn't look the greatest at that World Cup. He looks much better as a right back. Much, much better. I mean, he just looks more comfortable defense. I thought he was man of the match against Mali. I think if you put a team of the tournament right now, he's definitely in the lineup. Definitely. Diatta has been sensational, but he offers something going forward. I think he has a good connection with Ndiaye. I think he's the perfect right back here for Senegal. How old is he? He can't be that old, Diatta. He's only 26. Yeah, perfect. There you go. There's your guy. You have Diouf and Diatta now for the next 4 to 5 years if you're Senegal. And there's probably another guy. Who do you support to win this tournament out of the big 4 teams? I mean, I can't really pick them. I can't. I would be happy if any of these 4 win, in all honesty. So, you want the political answer? There's your political answer right there. I could go to office here in Finland. Keprim Diatta, Sunday hot take. Texans are beating. Yeah, I agree with this. I think who controls the midfield, and we'll talk about that when it comes to later today. Senegal to go 3 for 3. Hopefully it's going to be an incredible game. I really don't think this is going to be like a spectacular football matchup. I really do believe that. Egypt are average 27% ball possession at the last game. 27%. It's like these guys just know how to win. It's in their DNA. It's ingrained into the blood of all Egyptians knowing how to win a football game. Now, it's been 16 years since Egypt have won an AFCON. Is this their time? I feel like there's a better sort of harmony, better sort of chemistry within this Egyptian team compared to the last time around when it was in Cote d'Ivoire. The team just seemed broken, especially when Salah went down with the injury. I cannot wait. I mean, if I'm choosing between these two guys, let me know. Who would you choose between Jackson or Marmouche, people? Let me know in the chat. I'm definitely picking Marmouche. Definitely. I just rate the guy highly. I just don't think he gets enough opportunities in Manchester City. Michael, if you had to predict who wins this AFCON, I'm not going to... If you put a gun to my head, I'm saying Nigeria. That would be my team to win this AFCON right now. What was the worst AFCON tournament? The worst probably was 2019. And that's not taken away from what Algeria did, but that was probably the worst AFCON that I can remember. Yeah, that was bad, people. The football was bad. The whole vibe of the AFCON was not good. I truly don't know why Diatta hasn't gotten any praise. What a player. Yeah, he's definitely... I mean, Hakimi's played, 2 games, and obviously he's coming back from the long-term injury, so... And Hakimi did everything in his powers to get... I probably took some potions or something like that to get back into this AFCON, but... Yeah, I would agree. Diatta has definitely been... team of the tournament right back. I don't think there's any shout. Osai Samuel, good knockout stage. Where were you in the group stage? Where were you, buddy? Where were you? I think it's going to be 1-0 Egypt with Mo Salah with the winner in the last minute. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Why you... No, I acknowledged it. Uzbekistan is growing, bro. Didn't the U23s just beat Iran today or yesterday? Uzbek football. We'll talk about them when it gets to the World Cup. I can't wait for that. Marmouche, but it is closer than most think. Jackson is probably the most prolific Chelsea striker since Costa. Well, that ain't hard to do when you had Morata, you had Giroud, you had Havertz. I mean, actually, Giroud would probably be better striker for Chelsea, I would say, than Jackson. That's just my opinion. My opinion. 2002, AFCON was full of draws. I did not watch that AFCON, so I don't have a lot of remembrance of that AFCON, but I would probably say 2019. That would just be my bet. Yeah, it is. Are they both... No, Koulibaly's captain, isn't he? Yeah, Koulibaly's captain, so... All right, are we now getting to the national anthems? We are now to the national anthems. Oh, I cannot wait. He's been pretty good. I think he started... Did he start against Sudan? I think he started... He really played well against Mali. He was okay-ish against Sudan. He's been pretty good this tournament, I would say. Pretty good. I still rate Lamine Camara highly. It just shows you what sort of squad Pop Thiaw has at his hands right here, people. Lamine Camara, Ibrahim Mbaye, Ismail Assar. These are the sort of players that are on the bench today for Senegal. Now, who has the better bench? Definitely Senegal, even though... You have Zizou. I mean, Trezeguet has been terrible at this tournament. Ibrahim Abdel, yeah, he's in the bench today. Yeah, so, I mean, Mustafa Mohamed, Egypt have a good bench to make a difference. If they're losing in this game, they can at least bring some new, fresh players into the attacking lineup. So, but, I mean, Papa Mate Sarr is on the bench for Senegal. And he's played 1 game at this AFCON. 1 game. Otherwise, he's been on the bench the entire tournament. AFCON is better when the pitches are bad. Everyone just starts scoring long shots. I mean, that is kind of true. That was definitely the case, I would say, 2015. That was definitely the case 2015, because there were some golazos at that AFCON, if memory serves me right. I think, Aubameyang scored... No, who scored the... Was it Aubameyang who scored that ridiculous free kick for Gabon? Was that 2012 or 2015? I can't remember which one it was. Well, one of them at least. Senegal haven't lost a game in regular time since 2019. Are you talking about in competitive matches? Because they lost to England in the World Cup. They lost to... you're talking about AFCON. Maybe you're talking about AFCON, Joy. But yeah, that is correct. They haven't lost in regular time in the AFCON since 2019. Yeah, that is true. Are you going to rank all... yes, I will. I'll be doing that after the AFCON, of course. After the AFCON. Well, we'll talk about that when we get to the Morocco-Nigeria game, which we're going to be live for the Watchalong people. So join me for that, if you haven't done so already. And if you haven't done so already, smash the like button, people. This is now the game we have been waiting for. Well, both games today, but God, I don't know what to expect here. So smash the like button. Let me know your predictions right now. We got 2 minutes until kickoff. Koulibaly and Salah, they're shaking hands. They're picking the sides. Boy, oh boy. This is what we wait for as African football fans and AFCON fans. Oh my God, please. Just produce us a memorable game. I would be shocked if either team won like 3-0 or 4-1. That for me would be shocking. Absolutely shocking. Obviously, maybe one team would have to go for the result, or if they're in a losing position, they really have to go for the game. And then the other team, kind of like what Egypt did to Cote d'Ivoire back in 2008 when they won 4-1. But yeah, let's see. I remember the Angola game ended 3-2. All goals were stunners from outside the box. Which game are you talking about, Kara? Are you talking about from 2017? No, did Angola play 2017 AFCON? I just remember the bangers they scored in 2008 because they scored some golazos in that tournament. Absolute golazos. For me, 2002 World Cup, one of the best World Cups in history. FIFA scandal. Honestly, that's one of the worst World Cups, if you're going to be honest. That is one of the worst World Cups. One of the worst World Cups. Yeah, I did see that. Have you heard rumors that Hugo Broos might get sacked? Damn. If that's the case, that would be shocking to me. Although he's going to be out of contract, I think, after the World Cup. So that doesn't really make a lot of sense for Bafana's perspective. We had an amazing final in Portugal last weekend after the double upsets. Yeah, Braga won, right? Or was it Vitória Guimarães? Vitória Guimarães won that game. They won the cup, didn't they? That's what Portuguese football need. All right, people, here we go. Senegal versus Egypt. Salah Mane. Jackson Marmoush. Rabia Koulibaly. Oh, man. Edouard Mendy, El Shnawi. Good crowd in Tangier. Not like full capacity, but people, you have to understand, there's 75,000 at that stadium. 75,000. And we are off in the semifinals of this year's AFCON. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. What to expect here. Actually, I got to put the headphones on. Oh, man. And the nose is itchy, too. So I can hear the crowd, at least. Here we go immediately with Jackson. Nope, can't do anything there. How do you think Egypt are going to approach this, people? Are they going to do the same thing like they did against Cote d'Ivoire? Kind of first 5 minutes, a little bit with the high pressing, force Senegal into mistake. Just like, I think it was Atia who won the ball off Kessie in that game. I wonder if it's going to be the same thing in this matchup here. I think that's what Hossam Hassam has to tell his team. Just get an early goal and shut up shop. No rain, perfect weather. Just all this BS about referees this, referees that. Like, people gotta relax, man. Like, all I just see social media. Oh, the referees. I mean, yeah, I would say the refereeing in this AFCON has been poor compared to the last AFCON, but still, like, talk about the football, people. Obviously, referees have a huge part in every football game, but man, it's just the rhetoric is all the time now. Just referees this, referees that. What do you want to do? Would you be in favor of having a referee from a different confederation referee this game? I don't think that would be a good idea. Where's that Somali referee? Because that guy was pretty good. Why doesn't he get any games? Why can't he referee the Morocco-Nigeria game? Oh, Rabia, one-on-one situation against Ndaye. That's exactly the position you do not want to be in, because here comes Ndaye. Papa Gay. Can't find anybody. Oh, man, just when Senegal are in a flow, man, they are just so difficult to disrupt. Oh, that's a pretty poor pass. No. Just keep possession. Just keep possession. Wear out this Egyptian team. And they're in the exact same... Like, Pop Diaw cannot be surprised by any tactical thing or lineup thing from Hossam Hassan. It's exactly the same as they played against Cote d'Ivoire. Remember, Senegal have not been like the best team in the first half. They were poor against Mali. They were really poor against Sudan. They were not great against DR Congo either. That's why they had to be 1-0 down against Senegal. Against Sudan. 1-0 against Sudan. 1-0 against DR Congo. And yet they won the game against Sudan. And obviously they got the draw against DR Congo, but still. Hotter take. Damn, you guys are coming with the hot takes here. Jeez. Senegal will not lose to France. Dr. Congo will not lose to Portugal. Jeez. So we want the habanero spiced hot takes here. What would be my hottest take for World Cup? Would my hot take be like Uruguay is not going to make it out of the group stage? That would probably be like a hot take in my opinion. Ashur down on the floor. Referee's not going to stop the game. Ashur is not going to stop. The referee's not going to stop the game. Now he's going to stop the game for a head injury. Oh, now they're going to get a throw in. Boy, oh boy. That would probably be like the hottest take possible is Uruguay not making it, which would be a travesty, by the way. In that group, for the history of Uruguay, and they're not good at any other sport, people. Like, I'll tell you that right now. Visiting Uruguay, it is just siempre fútbol. Siempre fútbol. That is the religion of Uruguay. And if they cannot make it out of the group against Cabo Verde and Saudi Arabia, everybody needs to give away their passports. Valverde, I was going to say Suarez, Darwin Núñez, who I haven't heard much at all recently. I wonder how he's doing in Saudi Arabia. What would be like another hot take? Would like another hot take be like Mexico not making it out of the group? Which is possible. Oh, good play from Jackson. He's getting held there. Yep. Oh, and that's a yellow card already. After one challenge. Oh, the referee has set the standard of this game already. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Because that is already a yellow card on Abdel Magrid. I mean, African team getting to the semifinal. Okay, which team though? You can't just drop that. you got to say which team. I mean, the best would probably be Senegal, Morocco, and maybe Cote d'Ivoire. Maybe. You have to look at the path, though. All right, here's Diatta with the free kick. Pretty decent opportunity. He's going to go near post, far post. I wonder how Egypt will react, though, because Egypt have not been in a losing... Actually, no, they were 1-0 down against Zimbabwe, but at the end of the day, it is Zimbabwe. Diatta, back post. Cleared away by Ibrahim. Corner for Senegal. Let's see. Nope. It's stupid. I can't remember which Senegalese player. Was it Koulibaly? I think, and another player. If they get a yellow card, they miss the fine. Like, how stupid of a rule. Honestly, such a stupid rule. I never liked it. You get a yellow card, you're going to miss the AFCON final? Boy, oh boy. Deal for this dangerous set pieces. He can cause some trouble here. I mean, I think he should get one. I don't know who, but Curaçao might get one. That would be their World Cup right there. If Curaçao got a goal at the World Cup, that would be their World Cup. All right, here's Diouf. And we're still going with the pushing. Referee, man. Referee. Just get it over with. That's a pretty... Oh, Diarra with the shot. Eek! Terrible shot. Goal of the month. So this is going to be Darwin's World Cup. Is that what we're saying here? Hot take, Scotland are better than Morocco. Wow, that is an extremely hot take. Because if Scotland... who I don't think are going to do much at a World Cup and have never progressed out of any group stage at any major competition. If they somehow do better than Morocco, that is stunning to me. That is stunning to me. Mike, did you see Senegal Airlines wanted to fly out the... Oh, my God. Oh, the shameless behavior, man. I rate it. Is there like one specific fan who had like he had like all of the lasers like this on Salah in that 2022 game? Oh my god. That is shameless. I rate it though. I rate it from a Senegalese perspective. I'm surprised though that like some of the lasers were able to go through security because going to the AFCON, the security was tight. Tight, people. Tight. Yeah, it will be. I don't think it's going to be a great deal for Koulibaly because Koulibaly at this AFCON has not been the best in this tournament either. Oh man, Egypt cannot generate any sort of attack here. Senegal are just completely controlling the game. Now they're going to try and go with the high press. Yeah, if you're just high press on Edouard Mendy, he is not the greatest with the ball at his feet. See, there you go. They win the ball immediately because Edouard Mendy's distribution is poor. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked by this. I will not be shocked by this. Vertical pass, terrible pass. Telling you, man, Edouard Mendy's distribution is poor. I don't think it was that poor. I remember Benzema getting that good hold of play. Here's Salah. Salah trying to play into Omar Mamouche. Just a poor pass. He should have seen the run of Ashur. Ashur was making a good run down the middle. Didn't quite play him there. Good work by Ibrahim. Still with Salah. It's just Egypt don't want to attack. It's just like it is hero ball at this point. Now, this is the mother of all hot takes. Holy cow. Haiti going to be... You do realize that would probably go down as the greatest upset in World Cup history. I know what Saudi Arabia did to Argentina was incredible. Oh my God, what a ball into Hani. Hani, can he make the... He's trying to find Marmouche. Corner for Egypt. Or is it a throw-in? No, I think it's a throw-in. Now, that is the mother of all hot takes. That is the mother of all hot takes. Big up, Elias. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Oof, DF took one. Straight to the... Oof. Yeah, it's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. I don't think the Dutch can get through this time around. Quarterfinal exit, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's their maximum, too. In all honesty. Yeah, I mean, that Calvin Harris light show that they had in Dakar for that matchup back in 2022 was crazy. I mean, just... Salah missed the penalty in that shootout, didn't he? Yeah, Salah missed the penalty in the shootout. I remember. That game wasn't good either. It was just really... Senegal got the early goal. It was like first 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the game. And then it was just a bit more of like, all right, we're going to cancel each other out and we'll go to penalties again like we did at the AFCON final. The game was terrible, but... Everybody will just remember that game for the lasers. The lasers and just the amount of lasers that were on Salah. Craziness. Haiti will score against Scotland and Brazil, but they will lose. I would not disagree on that. I do think Haiti will score some goals at the World Cup, but they will not keep a clean sheet. You can book it right here. They are not keeping a clean sheet at that World Cup. I would be shocked if they did. Salah, still with Salah. Good defending by Pop Gay. Good defending by Pop Gay. I really like this midfielder from Villarreal, man. He does score some goals. Salah, man. You cannot go down that easily. Jackson. Good hold of play by Jackson again. All right, he's having a good start. Sadio Mane. Ooh, Ashur. Ooh. It's a feisty game. It is a feisty game from Egypt. Oof. Are they playing the runners-up of that group? Oh, boy. If it's Netherlands versus Morocco, Amsterdam's going to turn into a civil war. If that's going to be the game, oh my God. Oh man, luck off Amsterdam. There's a lot of Moroccans that live in the Netherlands now, but my God. Yeah, that will turn into chaos. Exactly, honestly, it will turn into chaos. Colombia is going to go to the finals. I mean, wow. That would be glorious. But I don't think that's going to happen. You have to look at Colombia's sort of history in football at major competitions. Well, they made it to the Copa America final, but you look at the quality of the last Copa America, it was dreadful, people. I mean, Brazil were ass. Uruguay were ass. USA, I don't know. Berhalter ball. Mexico were ass. Ecuador were just a good defensive team. Oh my God, Jackson. They just ran into each other. Okay, ref, stop the game. There you go. Oh man, this is just a physical battle so far. Very good, man. Very good. Hopefully I'll be next summer in Kenya, Tanzania, or Uganda. Either one of those three. Hopefully I'll be at the next AFCON, because that will be amazing. 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 Who's more likely to get grouped? Uruguay or Belgium? 100% Uruguay. If Belgium get grouped in that World Cup group with Iran, Egypt, and New Zealand, we need to rescind their FIFA status. We need to trial them at The Hague and say, hey, you guys are going to have a 100-year ban from playing national team football. That would be insanity if Belgium got grouped. That would be insanity. Greg, that was legit the worst. I honestly think that was the worst Copa America ever. Quality-wise, man. And they've kind of been regressing more and more and more and more and more. So, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's any other worst Copa America. I mean, 2011 wasn't great either, but Paraguay and Venezuela were in the semifinal against each other. Like, that's craziness. But Uruguay were a really good team. Paraguay were a bit more defensive. Nah, I can't lie. That last Copa America was dreadful. Oh my God, Ndiaye trying to play into the box. Nope, nobody. There's 5 Egyptian defenders just waiting to clear the ball. They are not going to allow. It's just going to have to be some individual brilliance here from Senegal to get a goal here. Sadio Mane, can he control it? 1-on-1 against Hani. Okay, I don't know what Sadio was trying to do there. Don't know what he was trying to do there. Do you think New Zealand can make it out of the group? Give them a chance. I mean, all you just need is what, 2-3 points? Something like that. That's all you need. Ashur trying to play into Marmoush. That's a foul. Is that going to be a red card on Koulibaly? He had the red card against Benin. Is that going to be a red card? Oh, Koulibaly's a lucky. He did the exact same thing against Benin. No, sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah, Benin. Yeah, in the last group stage game. That is lucky. Look at Marmoush's touch, by the way, to get it past. Oh my God, through the legs too. Oh, that was dirty from Marmoush. Oh, Koulibaly got lucky. We're going to have to see a replay if there was a defender covering Koulibaly, but the exact same thing happened against Benin, and he got the red card in that game after they went to VAR. Oh, and Belgium would they'll somehow still be in top 5 of FIFA rankings. Shout out to Hokage. You coming to America? Yeah, I'll try to. I'll try to come to a game. I don't know which game I'm going to go to yet, but as long as the ticket prices can get cheaper, then I'll go. Then I will go. Hyvää päivää, Farbu. Hopefully you're doing well. Mitä jatka. I'm going to be honest, I can't tell you who Belgium center backs are apart from that guy that plays for Frankfurt. Then De Winter at Milan, but he's not that great. Yeah, their center back options are not good either. Yeah, he's suspended for the final, Koulibaly. I mean, are we going to get a replay of the action? Because I would love to see if that's a red card. If Marmoush scores this, he's going to go for this, Marmoush. Yeah, you got to at least give Marmoush the opportunity to take the shot. So we're just not going to get a replay of it. Is that what's going to happen here? If I'm taking the shot if I'm Marmoush. Okay, now that's a little bit too far out. Free kick in. Terrible free kick once again. And he's offside, or is it foul? Foul. Terrible so far. Terrible. $18 minutes in, and I think this was the game we were kind of anticipating. Cagey, physical. Not going to be a lot of quality in this game. But what has been like a memorable sort of semifinal? Actually, to be fair, the Senegal-Burkina Faso semifinal in 2021 was pretty good. Like at the last AFCON, it was penalties between Nigeria and South Africa. It was the 1-0 when Haller scored that ridiculous volley against DR Congo. Oh my God, Jackson at the edge of the box. Jackson with the shot. Oof. That is a good opportunity. That is a good opportunity. They never showed a replay of the action. You just see Koulibaly make that challenge, but Jackson, you should be at least getting that on target. Should at least. Do they, though? If we're honest, they're just a round of 16 max team, Belgium. I'll kind of talk about that more when it comes to the preview for them, but yeah, they got Doku, they got Luka Bacchio, these sort of guys, but midfield, they're pretty good. I mean, just that defense is a worry. And do you remember who their manager is? Okay, who's now down injured? Ooh. So the captain, who just got the yellow card, is now down injured. Koulibaly. That's not great for Senegal. That is not great at all. Yeah, he is massive part. The real is Joe Biden. I don't know where you've been, Joe Biden. I don't know. Dementia kicked in or what, but yeah, that's not the case here. Nothing got flipped. How far can Norway go in the World Cup? Round of 16. That's the maximum for them. Round of 16 quarterfinal. Somewhere around there. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I felt it there with that challenge with Marmoush. Koulibaly. Damn, what an impressive stadium that is in Tangier. What a stadium. That's gonna be iconic for the World Cup in 2030. Well, let's see. Yeah, he does miss the final. Yep, he misses the final. He got a yellow card, so he's suspended, which is just so stupid. I honestly hate this rule so much. I mean, yeah, you want to kind of minimize players always getting yellow cards in the game, but still, I mean, you got to have the best players in a final. The best players in a final. Well, I think Koulibaly is just trying to get some more time for the substitution. Damn. Once again, Senegal are sloppy in possession. There's only been one shot in this game, and it's been 20 minutes, people. One shot, and that was Jackson. I think Egypt will be perfectly fine. Now Koulibaly's down injured. Yeah, now I think there's the sub. It's done. He's done. Barcelona, Arsenal. Those would be my two picks. Just hype. Well, time will tell, man. Time will tell. Oh, that is round of 32 maximum. Yes, he has. He has not been good at this AFCON whatsoever. How will Finland do at the AFCON? Group stage exit, if we even qualify. That is it. Mamadou Sarr, yeah, who just switched to play for the national team of Senegal. He would be a viable choice to come into this game. I think he is going to come into this game. Did he play any minutes in this AFCON? Maybe he played in the final game. But he hasn't played a lot of minutes at this AFCON, Mamadou Sarr. Mind you, he's only like 19 years old, 20 years old, this kid. So this would be a big call from Pop Tiao to go, not going for somebody like experienced like Sek, but going for a player like Mamadou Sarr, who's got the quality. He's definitely going to be the heir apparent to Koulibaly. Oh yeah, I did say that earlier on in this tournament. Pretty good. Yep, he is definitely good. See, yeah, they're stacked, but then you realize who the manager is, and you're like, yeah, forget about it. If they had Zidane, that would be a different story. So Mamadou Sarr, 20 years old, and arguably his biggest game of his career. Pop Tiao said, hey, youngster, it's down to you now. Maybe he wants to kind of deal with the pace of Marmoush. I guess that's the case here for Paptia with Mamadou Sarr. That's an interesting call there. He is a good center back. I'm missing the final way. Let me go back to Saudi Arabia. He said, yeah, let me just bounce out of here. So that's probably Koulibaly's. See, in the past, if Koulibaly went down injured for Senegal, it would be night. This is not really the case here. Just with the added quality of this team. Okay, the Enwar Mendy just going long. For what reason? There is nobody there. El Shnawi. Okay, he's coming for the ball. Yep, they just got to... Patience. But I think we've kind of all seen throughout this AFCON that Senegal have not been a great team from the start of the game. They kind of just been slowly building into the matchup. Like the Benin game, they had their first shot, not even on target, their first shot in the 40th minute. They are very much a slow team, which they need to improve on heading into the World Cup Senegal. Good hold-up play from Sadio. Still with Sadio. Oh, the feet from Sadio. He's been fantastic at this AFCON Senegal. I mean, Sadio Mane. He's been fantastic. They're not really able to progress, though, Senegal, from their own half. And they're kind of difficult. Good pressing from Egypt, though. They win the ball back. Ashur, he cannot control it. There's the space, though, for Ndiaye. Jackson. Ndiaye plays it to Papa Gueye. Look at Diouf making the run on the outside. Here's Papa Gueye. Is he going to find Diouf? He is. I don't know if Diouf wants to put in the cross. He's got dangerous crosses. He does, and it's kind of deflected out and cleared again by Egypt. I think Hossam Hassan realized after that Zimbabwe game, we're going to go back to what we were of 2021 and 2017. If you can look back at that 2017 Egypt team, they were also a very defensive side with, oh my God, who was the manager? Was it Hector Cooper? I think it was Hector Cooper who was the manager. So they were defensive. Salah was fantastic. And they took their opportunities and made it to the final. But then Vincent Aboubakar said, nope, not on my watch. Oh my God, that is a terrible control from Hani. Here's Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane still great defending from Ibrahim. Great defending. So he resorted back to type, Hossam Hassan. It was out of control. He definitely was out of control. 100% it was. He can still play for them. I don't think he will, though. No. He got called up by Germany. I don't think he's made any appearances for Germany, if memory serves me right. I don't think so. So he could still play for Senegal, but I don't think. Now he got called up to the Germany team the last window, maybe last two windows. I think that ship has sailed. If you're Senegal, you're still fine. You got Mamadou Sarr, Niakate. Here's Diarra. Diarra into Ndiaye. Oh, just couldn't control it. All right, now Senegal are pouncing, but Senegal got to try and get Ndiaye more central. Let him create in those pockets. See? There you go. There's Ndiaye. Still with Ndiaye. He's trying to create. Nope. Can't find any runners. Because Egypt's wall is just everywhere. Oh, that control by Ndiaye. He's trying to get around Rabia. What defending from Rabia? Rabia is saying, nope, not on my watch. Koulibaly. Easily. You people don't know how good he was at Napoli. Big up Lucas, long time no see, Michael. Love to see the channel growth and consistency of the product. Shout out to you. How you doing? Any thoughts on Gallagher transfer? Spurs should be going for Saibari or Mamouche Loum. I feel that transfer makes no sense from a Spurs perspective. You have Lucas Berival. Play him. What's the guy's name? Archie Gray. Play him. Gallagher. Really? Like, come on. I mean, Gallagher is a okay player. Everybody just raves about him because, oh my God, look what he did at Crystal Palace. He was fantastic. Oh, he's Chelsea through and through. He'll fight for the badge, but the guy is not a great player. But I would say that at Atleti, he wasn't really used the right way, if I'm going to be honest. And I think Simeone was like, yeah, this player, we got better midfielders. We got better midfielders. Oh, well, once they get relegated, bye-bye. He's leaving. You see Paqueta, he's saying adios. I'm not going with this sinking ship that is West Ham. So I don't blame any player leaving West Ham. That club is in ruins. But here comes Egypt. They got to get an attack here, man. They got to sustain some pressure. There's Salah. Out wide to Marmoush. Marmoush, 1-on-1 against Mamadou Sarr. Marmoush still. Back to Salah. See, you just don't want Salah picking up in these central positions, though. And his hat. Man, Egypt just don't really know what to do with the ball, though. That is their big question here. They don't know what to do with the ball. They kind of need Diarra is more box to box of what I have seen, because I haven't really seen him at Sunderland that much, but he's kind of like box to box. I think they need Ndiaye more central, kind of play Ismaila Sarr down the right. That will help defeat this low block of Egypt, because Pop Diaw knows that Egypt are going to play this exact same way the entire game. Or Pop Diaw probably will bring on, if it's still 0-0, he'll probably bring on Ibrahim Mbaye, who's just a menace up front. Here's Salah. Still Salah. Yeah, Salah, no, man. You just don't want Salah picking up the ball right in the middle there. Hossam Hassan's got to say, Salah, just go all the way out wide. Pop Gay. Here we go. Now Senegal playing a little bit more quicker, but the defending from Egypt is just valiant. That looked like a foul. That looked like a clear foul. Okay, ref says play on. Ashur into Marmoush. Good defending from Mamadou Sarr. Is he still down injured, Pop Gay, or is he back up? Oh, they're still playing, so I guess he's okay. I guess he's going to be okay. This game just reminds me of those 2022 games. Tense. Nobody wants to make a mistake. They know if they make one mistake, they could get punished, because either attack have the quality to punish them. And yeah, it's going to be a stalemate, this game. You can already tell this is going to go to penalties. Yeah, they do. Here's Sadio Mane, though, into Jackson. They got to get more runners off the ball here. Senegal. Diarra with the shot straight into the hands of El Shenawi. And we have our first shot on target of the game. And it took 31 minutes. 31 minutes, people. Yeah, that's all you want him to do. You just want him to run. Run. Run, Forrest, run. That's what you want from Gallagher. Nothing on the ball. Don't expect anything on the ball with him. Yeah, he is. But he just doesn't have that sort of creativity in his game, Diarra. Just good box-to-box player. But I think he's only 21, 22. So, man, Senegal got so many youngsters in this squad. And I think that you got to credit there to Pop Diaw. Oh, what a ball by Diouf into Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane, 1-on-1 against Abdel Mogid. Can Sadio Mane keep it for... Nope, that's a throw-in. Throw-in or corner? It's a corner for... Or is it a throw-in? Oh, it is a throw-in. Played quickly into Pop Gay. Pop Gay is going to go for the shot. Straight into the hands of El Shenawi. Okay, Senegal now are creating the opportunities, though. They are creating the opportunity. Yeah, no. I do believe that still a European team will win the World Cup. I do believe that. Because even if you go back to Brazil 2014, you had two European sides. A European side won it, which was the first time, I think, in World Cup history that a European side won in South America. World Cup 94, obviously Brazil won it. Italy made the final. It was Sweden, Bulgaria. Did anybody say about the heat then? Humidity? They didn't face the Bulgarians with Stoichkov. Didn't face the Swedes. You think Swedish people should be doing well in the humidity and heat? They should be doing well, in 35 Celsius in Los Angeles or Texas? Here's Jackson. Jackson still. Good feed by Jackson. That is not a penalty. Salah. Marmoush is trying to battle it out with Mamadou Sarr. He does well. There's no foul on Marmoush, and he's pissed off about it. Man, this is just tense. Tense, tense, tense. I mean, you still had 2 European sides make the semifinal. So, I think, because most of the stadiums as well in the States, they're domes anyway. Los Angeles, Houston, Dallas, Miami is sort of. I think that has like a retractable roof in Miami. Where else? Kansas City, definitely not, which still baffles me. Even though Kansas City is a pretty good football city in America, but not American football. Oh, that is a pass from Sadio Mane. Just got played first time into Jackson. Oh, the pass just needed to be better because Jackson was wide open inside the box. Wide open. That needed to be a better pass. God, Egypt are struggling, though, in possession. They really... Because look at Ashur. Oh! Well, that's what you need from Ashur. Ashur, oh my God, that would have been assist of the tournament if he got it through to Marmoush. But yeah, they can't get anything to progress into Senegal's home box. That's a good challenge. What? Surely he got the ball. Oh boy, the ref is going to have a long day here. He is going to have a long day here. Nah, not Mane. Mahrez? Yeah. I mean, I would probably go with Mahrez kind of being a flop. I mean, or being washed nowadays. That would be the case. That really wasn't a foul either from, I think it was Fati as well who made the challenge. That was definitely not a foul. – 190 passes by Senegal so far, 83 for Egypt. Yeah. This is how it's going to be. Is the roof being opened or... Wait, let me go back to that. Let me go back to this. Is the roof being opened or closed in advantage? Well, it depends on the team. Oh, man. Marmoush cannot get it out wide to Salah, man. Boy, oh boy. Salah and Marmoush are struggling because they literally have no options going forward. It is 2v4. Oh, great pass by Diatta. Ndiaye, can he beat? Oh, I thought he was going to go down there because that could have been a foul. Into Salah. Salah back to Hani. Hani trying to make the long pass towards Ashur, who wins the header, but nothing. Egypt cannot keep possession of the ball. I get they want to be direct and they just want to be compact, but they need a better plan going forward. Good play by Diouf and Sadio Mane. Back to Diouf. Oh, wonderful from Senegal. Diouf. Oh, what a ball that would have been. Man, again, Senegal, they play the good football. They just got to get that goal, don't they? They just got to get that goal. Mali is probably the best team to never qualify for the World Cup. Ooh, trying to think. Asia, there's not really anybody else now because Uzbekistan qualified. Trying to think of Europe. Here's Diouf with the corner. Cleared away again by Egypt. The set pieces in the corner so far have been absolutely diabolic from both teams. Diouf again. Is that going to be out for a corner? Can Ashur keep it in? And that's a foul on Ashur. Trying to think of Europe. Not Albania. Definitely not Finland because we're not good enough. Yeah, probably Mali is the best one. It's either Mali or Burkina Faso. Anybody else in Africa? No. That's about it. Yeah, I'll probably say Mali or Burkina Faso. Those are probably the two best national teams that have never qualified to the World Cup. I'm trying to think if there's any other in Europe. Can't really say Georgia. You can't really say Albania. There's nobody else really. Everybody else has, majority of Europe has qualified to the World Cup. So yeah. Venezuela? Not really. Not really. Definitely not Venezuela. Have you seen their football history? Now, if you said baseball, yeah, okay, we're talking about like a top 10, top 5 national team in the world, but footballing wise, nah, they haven't had anything. You know, the happiest person right now is definitely Hossam Hassan with his team. Oh, Salah just got bullied off the ball by Diouf. What a player Diouf is, man. Oh, Salah gets the ball off of Sadio Mane. And the foul. Salah ain't happy. That is Liverpool and Liverpool crime right there. Merseyside crime. The ref is not happy. And some players down injured. Hani is holding his ankle. Pop Diao is beefing with the Egyptian managers. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You just knew this game was going to be like this, huh? You just knew this game was going to be like this. Pop Diao is trying to say, hey, calmate, everybody. Same with Hossam Hassan. What language is he going to speak to them? Does he speak English? I don't think he speaks French. Hani is down injured. What happened? Okay, so Salah fouls Mane. Yeah, that's a clear foul. All right. Did something happen? Hani is still down injured. What happened with him? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm surprised Indonesia hasn't had a golden generation yet. Most popular sport there with a huge population. Closest I can think is Nainggolan. Well, also Reinders is I think Indonesian descent because his brother plays for Indonesia, if memory serves me right. But yeah, would they? Oh, now Diarra misses the final as well if Senegal qualify. Oh man, the ref has lost control of this game. But what happened with Hani? Okay, so Diarra gets the yellow card. But I guess Diarra was protesting about something because he got a yellow card. But nothing on Diarra because they were clearly not happy about something. Ooh, Ashur leaving them both to the Shadow Realm. Yep. I don't blame you, Zayn. I don't blame you. I think if you're Egyptian, you're kind of like, can you guys just be a little bit more daring? Can you not, like, try and at least be a little bit more daring with the tactical approach? Two former players, Pop Diao, Hossam Hassan. Ay. There's going to be like 5 minutes of added time for this first half. Then this is going to go to extra time. So this game probably will end 9:45. We still got 2 more hours of this, people. Unless Senegal get a goal. Or then Egypt score absolute golazo from one counterattack, which they could do. Look at us short, man. This guy really... man. See, Egypt keep winning the ball in the midfield. They're actually pressing quite well, but they cannot sustain any sort of pressure. Oh, what a ball again from Diouf, man. He is cooking with those passes down the line. Oh, my God. Absolutely cooking. There's a difference between having to compete with Egypt as your best team in the region versus Brazil or Argentina. Lol. I think y'all are discrediting. Nah, but realistically, Paraguay have not always been the greatest national team. Uruguay went through a little bit of a slump, late 90s to early 2000s, even including 2006. Ecuador were not always great. Colombia had a great generation for the 90s. Peru, not great. Chile, we only talk about the golden generation of this sort of millennium when we talk about for football fans, because otherwise Chile have had no history in football whatsoever other than the golden generation. So, I mean, yeah, you could talk about it's very difficult in their region for Venezuela to qualify because of Brazil, Argentina. They still couldn't do it this time around. Here's my Musto. Finally, an Egyptian attack, but they still cannot get anything on target. Great defending from Diatta to Diouf. Diouf, oh, that's the first bad pass he's played all day. And it's a throw-in anyways for, I guess, Egypt? I guess it's a throw-in for Egypt. And so Egyptians play, they get them at the end with a goal or something. Wow. I would be shocked if there's a goal. At this rate, with the way this game is going, I would be shocked if there's a goal. I would be. I mean, Zane, what did we not see it already against Cote d'Ivoire? We knew how Hossam Hassan was going to approach this. He probably talked with the FA, and the FA were like, "Hey, look, man, we can't play a basketball game. We cannot do the same thing like we did against Zimbabwe, where we're going to give Zimbabwe 12 chances in the game. And they really should have done better. No, Hossam Hassan, you need to go back to what we do best, which is defending this decade." I mean, they probably talked with the FA, and this is how it's going to go down, which sucks. But here's a free kick opportunity. This would be perfect for Egypt if they can do it. They can get a goal here. Oh my God, is that a corner? Oof. That was a good ball from Salah, but nobody wanted to go for it. Absolutely nobody. Hossam Hassan is a meme, bro. This guy's facial reactions are glorious to see. Oh yeah, 100% they were. At this rate, yeah. But I do believe the Nigeria-Morocco game will be very good. That'll be very good. Because this game is just fouls. Let me see, how many fouls have we had in this game so far? We have had a grand total of 2 shots on target from Senegal, nothing from Egypt, and the grand total of fouls is 5-5. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It should be. Nothing can be worse than this, people. This is like, what was that? Was it Manchester Derby? Was it last season? I think it was last season. That was just dreadful to watch. I mean, hey, the Arsenal-Liverpool game last week was a diabolical show of quality. And you're talking about like 2 top teams in Europe and 2 top teams in the Premier League. And the football they were showcasing that day, people can talk about, oh, Liverpool did well. Oh, I don't care. You have quality players all over the field. And that was the sort of dish we were served. I thought I was eating at like Rack's buffet. I don't know if they have that anywhere else in the world except for here in Finland. Maybe they do. But yeah, you get the point. Outside of these copas was a 3rd place World Cup finish. Well, when they were host. Yeah. So that was like what? 1960? 62? Might have been 62 for Chile. Somewhere around then. Shout out Japseed, Michael Bro from Uzbekistan. Is this the Egypt we beat 2-0? Well, they've definitely improved from that game against Uzbekistan, but they are resorting back to type here. That's kind of the problem sometimes with friendlies, though. You can't take them too serious. I mean, Senegal beat England 3-1 in England. Are we going to now say that Senegal are immediately World Cup favorites because they beat England? That's going to be a goal kick for Egypt. Yep. So that's kind of the issue with friendlies. Like, you can obviously read into it. You can see how the team is playing, but you can't go over the top. Can't go over the top. They are, but what chances have they created? What chances have they created? Nothing. Now I see why people are predicting. Yeah, I've been saying it throughout. You guys keep watching my match recaps. Hopefully you guys are watching my match reactions. I keep saying Senegal have not been great at this tournament. They've been in 4th gear, 5th gear. But you just feel like they can get to a 6th or 7th gear, but it's just not really clicking at the moment. Here's Pop Gay into Habdi Diarra. Diarra trying to play it into Sadio Mane. Is that going to be a corner? Yep, this might be the final action. If Senegal can get a goal here, that will at least open up this game because wow. Salah's like, hey, you want to call the halftime? Man, Senegal need this goal though, okay? So Diouf is like, yeah, I'm not taking this. Let's give it to Diatta. And then he calls out. I mean, to be fair, he did the right thing, the referee. You have to take the corner kick quickly if you're Senegal. He did the right thing. You're wasting too much time. I honestly think that's good refereeing. I don't know what you people think. All people will be like, oh, he whistled. He did the same thing as Mali versus Tunisia back in 2021. No, that's actually proper refereeing right there. Well, the first half has ended, people, and wow, the less said about that half, the better. I mean, just diabolical game. Diabolical game. No, I've seen that before. That's definitely happened before. Yes, this is now the sort of game. 100%. 100%. Play their strength. Yeah, they probably will. 100. Yeah, that will basically be the final opportunity for a lot of the teams to see what they said. All right, 0-0, people. Well, haram ball. Imagine shooting the ball on target in 2026. Nah, it's out of fashion, people. It's out of fashion. You know what's in fashion nowadays? Throw-ins. Long throw-ins. I don't think we need to talk much about this half, people. That half was just, the less said, the better. I mean, oh my God. Look at this. Ay, Santa Maria Dios mío. Santa Maria Dios mío. I mean, four shots in total. In total. 2 shots on target, which was what? Pop gave from about 20 yards out. Then you had the, obviously, Nico Jackson opportunity at the edge of the box. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, that's it. That's the first half there, people. I mean, what more? Do you guys want me to analyze everything that happened, or are we done? Are we done here? Are we done here, people? Because, wow, I mean, this game is just screaming either it's going to end 1-0 for either side in the 90 minutes or it's going to penalties. So which way is it going to go, people? Are we going to get a pretty dire game, or will we just see a moment of quality? This is what it's going to take here. It's going to have to be just an individual moment of brilliance from a Sadio Mane, an Ndiaye, maybe somebody like Ibrahim Mbaye who can come off the bench for Senegal, Salah, Marmoush, maybe Abdel who can come off the bench for Egypt. So yeah, oh man, this is just that's all the stats, people. That's done. That's the first half analysis. What do we talk about now? Yeah, it did. I was kind of going a little bit bold with my prediction for 2-1 because Egypt have not been a great defensive team at this AFCON, but I feel like Senegal, they move the ball really well into the final third, but when they get to the final third, they have no answers against this Egypt team so far. No answers. No answers. Get Tony Pulis a job ASAP. Who is like the equivalent of Tony Pulis right now? Well, actually, no, because people say Arteta, but who is the equivalent of like Rory Delap right now in football? No, nobody. 0 XG. Yeah. Assistance fighting. That's it. The chat is keeping it real. You guys are keeping it together, even for myself, who actually I might need to make a coffee, even though it's 8:00 at night, but I might need to make a coffee. Might need to make a coffee. What more do you want me to say, people? Koulibaly was awful. Got the yellow card. He's suspended for the final. Gets injured. Salah Marmoush, invisible. Salah was not really great in that first half. Kind of similar to the Cote d'Ivoire game where I thought Salah was pretty poor in the first half. Then he showed up in the second half. But, I mean, you want to be critical of Egypt and saying the way they're playing, but Senegal haven't done much, people. That's just the honest truth. Senegal have not done much in this game. They didn't do anything against Mali, and they were up against 10 men for the entire second half. Excuse me. So, I don't know what really to say here for Senegal. They just have to play a lot quicker. Either they have to get somehow Ndiaye, who's had those one-on-one opportunities against Rabia, but Rabia has been, actually, probably Rabia has been the man of the match so far for both teams. He's been unbelievable so far. But it's just terrible, man. It's just terrible. Let's hope for a better second half, people. I wouldn't say he's been bad. I think he's had pretty decent hold-up play. He's linked up well with Sadio Mane. Diarra hasn't really been great for Senegal. Now he's got the yellow card. I think Pop Diallo might bring him off at halftime. I don't think Hossam Hassan is going to change people. I think he's going to bring out the same exact 11. Maybe Pop Diallo will make a sub at halftime. Bring a little bit somebody more creative in that midfield. I think that's what they're kind of missing here. All our games with Senegal, even with our best generation, have been tight. They have been. Let's actually look at that. Let's look at that here together, people. I think you people need to understand that game they had back in 2022 against each other was also very, very dire. Very dire. See? Look here. Let's look at this together, people. Obviously, the 2-0. This obviously went to penalties. Senegal got an early goal in the first 5 minutes. Egypt 1-0. Did Salah get a goal in that game? I think he did get a goal. Then obviously 0-0. AFCON final went to penalties. Again, AFCON 2014. No, that's the African Nations Cup. 2014 November. That might have been the African Nations Cup, and so was this one. No, this is AFCON. No, that's African Nations Cup as well. Oh, no, these are AFCON qualifiers. Excuse me. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. AFCON in 2006 when Egypt were host. Friendlies. AFCON. So you can see it right there, people. There's not many goals between these two sides in their history. Especially the last 3 occasions against each other have not been the greatest football. So, yeah, I mean, I was hoping for 2-1. It can still happen. It can still happen. That is for sure. It can definitely happen. No. Abdelmogi got a yellow card in the first 3 minutes for Egypt. So one of their center backs has to be careful here. Coyote, yeah, for Brentford, yeah, that's a shout. He does have some crazy throw-ins. AFCON is either insanely boring or fun. No in between. Yeah. I mean, there's some average games there too. You wouldn't say like, oh my God, that's a memorable game that I will remember forever. Nah, there's been some okay-ish games at this AFCON too. I think the suspension thing for the final thing is nonsense. Oh, yeah, I agree. It's stupid rule, man. It's such a stupid rule. This is the first time I felt this drowsy since watching Allegri's Juventus. Man, you need like codeine or you need something to sort of wake you up here. You need coffee. You need an espresso shot. What else? Red Bull. Yeah, it's not been a great game. I think we can all agree with that. Bring on the grown-up footballers. Bring on Morocco. It was a dull game. Yes, you want Harambol? We'll show you Harambol. You want the prime example of Harambol? Here you go. It's right here on the plate here. I'm still going to blame Senegal, though. I think they could be playing a lot better. I really do. But this is how it is at halftime, people. All right, I'm going to go... I'll make a coffee. I don't think I'm going to make a coffee. I'm going to make a coffee, people. I'll be right back. Let me know your thoughts if you have any thoughts in the chat while I go make some coffee, try and wake up a little bit. And yeah, wow. Dreadful game so far. But 45 minutes and maybe it'll be okay. True. But maybe it'll then put me more to sleep after this game or during the game, which could maybe save us. I've never tried it, so I will never know. All right, I'll be right back, people. All right. Now I got the coffee. I'm ready. I'm ready for the second half. Bring the energy, Senegal and Egypt. Senegal are dominating and back themselves to break through. Eventually, Egypt backed themselves on the counter or set piece. Well, they've been poor in the set piece. They've been diabolical in the counterattack. So, Egypt got to do better. I really don't like Salah picking up the ball in the central positions. I think he needs to just drift out more down the right side. That's just Salah's game right there. That's where he's able to cook. All right. You either then put Ashur, say, if you're Hossam Hassan, tell Ashur. Obviously, Ashur is a very good player in the midfield, but maybe drift out more to the left. Remember that one run? I think it was Rabia who played the pass over to Ashur for the third goal for Egypt against Cote d'Ivoire. Ashur has not made any of those runs in this game so far. And Fatih and Atiyah, they're not like great ball-playing midfielders for Egypt. So they're just more win the ball, get it to the better players. Win the ball, get it to the better players. So it has to be a better counter-attacking game plan here from Hossam Hassan. Honestly, I would bring off one of Atiyah or Fatih, play Ashur in the double pivot, and then bring on Adel. Bring on Adel. Then you have Salah on the right. Then you have, obviously, Marmoush down the middle. And then you have Adel down the left side. You have pace, you have directness, you have goal threat in those three positions. Now, you're going to leave yourself a lot more exposed in the midfield, and that's why Marmoush will have to defend a lot deeper. But you have to do something, Hossam Hassan. I don't think you can just go... Do we think that Egypt can keep a clean sheet for 120 minutes against Senegal? Eventually, the quality will show. Eventually. As a Gold Cup, I would hope we could get to a quarterfinal. Quarterfinal, semifinal. If you had to choose a matchup to watch for the rest of your life, oh my God. This is how I would feel if I was doing that.
I am having a very, very bad morning. Look in my face. I'm not in a very good mood.
That's how I would feel, Ahmed, if I had to watch one of those two games. I would have a very, very bad day every single time. But if I had to choose one of them, I mean, at least Egypt and Senegal got quality, and they can at least have a moment of brilliance. I'll go with Egypt and Senegal, but it's not any better. Not really. He's been terrible this AFCON. He's been terrible this AFCON as Trezeguet. So I wouldn't even trust him, to be honest. I wouldn't even trust him. Which team starts for Haram Ball? If you're like doing club-wise and national team-wise, if you had like an all-time 5, right? All-time starting 5 for Haram Ball. One would be Uruguay. Uruguay have always just been a defensively sound team, but they're just not going to give you much. So I would go Uruguay, Tunisia. I'm trying to think of Europe. Is there any really national team in Europe that plays Haram Ball? Probably Poland, even though I rate my Polish people, but you really have Lewandowski. Otherwise, it's like 2018, not really the greatest football. Last World Cup was okay-ish. You had your moment against Saudi Arabia. CONCACAF, is there anybody that really played? Well, Jamaica just played Haram Ball against themselves, so I'll go with the Reggae Boys. That's 4 teams. And if we go with a club team, then it's definitely the likes of Burnley back in the day, before then Company took over. So yeah, those would kind of be like the all-time 5 Haram Ball teams. Who would win? Well, I don't know much about 1985 Mali, so I can't say much, Logan. My ball knowledge is good, but not that great. It's not peak ball knowledge. When was the last time the USA and Finland played against each other? When was the last time? I don't think they've played against each other. If they have, it's kind of been... Because we always play against each other in ice hockey, but obviously nobody cares about that other than probably me in this chat. Let's see here. Head-to-head record. They played against each other in 1990. 1984, they played twice. Finland won the first game 4-0. Then USA won 1-0. Then they played against each other in 1990. USA won 2-1. So it hasn't been... It's been 36 years. 36 years. Damn. But yeah, I'd probably still go with USA winning comfortably that game. It's always a fascinating, and maybe some other people have dual nationalities in this chat too. It's like, which national team do you support? Do you support the one you grew up in, or do you support the one that kind of you have more of a connection with? But I kind of support both. Obviously, if I had to choose one, I would choose Finland, but I choose both. There's no debate there for me. One of my halves in Australia and then same group as I'm hyped for that game. Yeah, Australia's good. Australia is good. I'm probably USA Australia is gonna be a decent game. They played a pretty good game in the friendlies back in when was it? October? Was it October the window? Yeah, I think it was October the window because. So Trezeguet is coming on. Oh, man. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, that is an interesting choice from Hossam Hassan. I definitely would have not went for Trezeguet. And he is coming on for Fatou. So Trezeguet is going to play like a left wing back position? All right. I mean, they don't have any other options, really. Egypt, actually, in that left wing back position. And Lamine Kamara is coming on as well, people. So. There we go. And Lamine Kamara is coming on for Habib Diarra, which kind of makes sense since he's under the yellow card. All right. Second half begins, people. Let's pray for a good second half. Let's pray. All right, we're off. Come on. Let's give us some football. Do they have a chance? Did you guys qualify? Do you have one more game? I don't think Lebanon have officially qualified for the Asian Cup. I know Singapore have, and they're still between Thailand and Turkmenistan. Obviously, Vietnam, Malaysia, but Malaysia will get, well, hopefully they get bounced out. Did Lebanon qualify? Man, I can't remember. I don't think so. But I would say it would be group stage exit. Irakunda? Yeah, I probably could say Irakunda scoring. Either him or Toure. What is the change? Fatou is out. Trezeguet is into the left wing back position, which will probably help, actually, just providing some width. And he's just a different player compared to Fatou, because Fatou was definitely defensive minded. But now that is both of the left wing backs for Egypt are out injured. So, oh boy, oh boy. Oh yeah, you said Irakunya. It's Irakunda. Irakunda. That's the guy's name. If either team score, they're winning this game. Good defending again from Rabia. He's been insane so far, Rabia. He's had an incredible game once again. He was really good against Cote d'Ivoire, but now even better. Oh, man, do I have to sneeze? Oh, yeah. See, I don't really understand that. I don't think he's been a disaster in this game. Okay, has he been great? No. Has he been good? He's been okay. So what? He had that one opportunity at the edge of the box, and everybody's going to slaughter him for this game. I think that's a little bit harsh on Jackson. At least they have a little bit more of a creative midfielder, Senegal, now, Lamine Kamara. Because that guy can find a pass. You can see now, Ashur is the one kind of pressing. Salah leaves Diouf wide open there. Good defending, though, from Egypt. Again, they play good football. To be fair, okay, well, then that makes sense. If he's been slaughtering him the entire game, that makes sense then. I'll give it up to the Egyptian center backs because they've had no trouble in this game. Absolutely none. It kind of feels like Senegal trying to score like the perfect goal. Oh, poor from Pop Gay. Right? There's Trezeguet. Trezeguet's just got to keep possession. Oh boy, that's not easy for Diatta. Good play from Marmoush. Here's Ashur. Ashur into Trezeguet. Good play from Egypt. Here's Ashur. I mean, Trezeguet. Oh, with the nutmeg. Marmoush. All right. Egypt are just getting booed every single time they go forward. Here's Salah. This must be the longest possession Egypt have had in this game so far. This has to be because they have not been able to sustain this amount of pressure. But you see, when they're in possession, Egypt, nobody in the midfield. Nobody wants to collect the ball in the midfield. So Rabia has to go long. That should be easy for Senegal to deal with, and it is. Just poor, man. Poor. Either Ashur has to drop deeper to receive the ball, or, oh, that's good play. Can Ndiaye get to it? Nope. Rabia once again is going to deal with it very comfortably. What a game from Rabia. What a game. And it's like Fatih and Atiyah, they're just both allergic to touching the football. They're both allergic to it. Top 3 of AFC or top 3 of CAF? I mean, I would still go with CAF. I would fancy Senegal, Morocco, and whoever you want to have as the third team is very difficult to call. I mean, right now people would say Nigeria, but they didn't qualify to the World Cup, so you would probably go with, I guess, oh man, Ashur, just release the ball, Ashur. He wants the foul. He's not going to get the foul. Just get up. I would still go with CAF, but I think Japan and Morocco could meet each other in the round of 32 of the World Cup. That is cinema of a game. Absolute cinema of a game. So hopefully that does happen. Oh, ball into Popke. Corner for Senegal. That was good. I think it was Diatta who played that pass down the line again. Are we going to get our third shot on target in the game? Senegal still have not even challenged Edouard Mendy, who's been okay in this tournament. Senegal didn't have to play extra time. Neither did Egypt. So they both should be fine fitness-wise. They've had, 5 days? Egypt played Saturday. Senegal played Friday. So both teams should be well rested here. It's always with these sort of cagey games, because neither team wants to make a mistake. Nobody wants to take a real risk. Diouf, what a terrible cross. It just needs a goal. That's all it is. It just needs a goal. I'll have to start singing for everybody, huh? What's going on here? Oh. El Shanawi wants to play the Trezeguet. See, I really just do not understand this. I mean, poor Marmoush, man. Like, I'm not. Even though Marmoush has not been the greatest at this tournament, except for the Cote d'Ivoire game, you can't even blame Marmoush in this matchup. The dude is feeding off scraps. There is nobody within Marmoush. It's like the Red Sea. Now Diatta has to make that overlap and run. Now he's just going to stand there. He's going to wait. He's going to wait for Ndiaye. Ndiaye. Can you move the ball quicker? This ain't street ball. You got to move the ball. All right, he plays it to Diatta. Somebody put in a cross. Again. Oh, man, Marmoush cannot just keep control of it. What happened to all the aggression Senegal had before they scared? Well, I just don't think they want to take a risk. This is kind of reminding me of Senegal under Aliou Cisse. That is true, Tuckle. I think I talked about that. Oh, good play from Ndiaye. Somebody make a run. Oh, Lamine Kamara just slipped at the worst time possible. Idrissa Gana Gueye into Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane is trying to find. Oh, good play from Jackson. And, oh, Sadio. Because, oh my God. What are you doing, Hani? This is not Marmoush's game. Marmoush is not a hold-up striker who's some 2-meter tall Peter Crouch sort of player. The guy wants to run down the channel or receive ball to feet. No. The crowd are definitely trying to urge on Senegal here, but they're finding it extremely difficult. And that was a poor pass from from Nico Jackson for the first time in this game. Salah. Even he. Oh, Ashur. Nope, Ashur cannot control it. We did say this was kind of an important game for Jackson, but I think Pop Diallo was like, you know what? Let's bring on Diallo. Or does he want to bring on Sheriff Ndiaye? Maybe. Well, there's a little bit better link-up play between Sadio Mane. I think Lamine Kamara down the left side. Sadio Mane is going to take on Hani. Sadio Mane puts in the cross and out for a corner. I mean, they've started better in this first half, Senegal, I would say. Or second half, excuse me. Thank you for the valuable information, Goku. You have not missed anything. As always. Oh boy, oh boy. Edouard Mendy could just smoke a shisha pipe at this point in time. Sadio Mane lays it off to Lamine Kamara, who has a good shot. El Shanawi. Who are you trying to kick it to, El Shanawi? Like, genuinely. Unless I have a different scouting report and all of a sudden, damn, you know what? Salah is the greatest aerial threat in the world. Like, even Hossam Hassan, this guy played with those generational Egyptian teams, at least for the 2006 team. There is no way he could be proud of this. Look. There is zero progression down the middle for Egypt. Zero progression. All they try and do is the vertical balls over the top. And again, and again, and again. Just get the lasers out. Get them out. Time is enough. Chances of this ending 0-0, pretty high. Pretty high. We're about 30 minutes away from it going to extra time. And then, yeah, it will still stay 0-0. Although I feel, because Pop Diallo eventually is going to bring on Ibrahim Mbaye. And he will cause trouble to Trezeguet because Trezeguet doesn't have like the greatest amount of pace. Oh, that's a terrible. Well, Senegal got a corner now. Let's see if they can do anything with this. Surely something. Surely. I mean, Lamine Kamara can't score screamers, but I was going to go through 800 bodies to score that one. All right, Diouf. You just need one good delivery, and now there's a push in the box. Look at Jackson and Hani. Oh, for the... Now what happened? Uh, I love how Trezeguet's, yeah, I used my shoulder. Bro, you most certainly used your elbow in that whole situation. Diouf. Sadio Mane wins it. Ooh, Ndiaye, can he get to it? Oh, no, he can't. Ashur, here. This is the counter-attacking opportunity, and it's just a poor pass from Ashur. And look at Marmoush. Marmoush is like, bruh, what on earth was that pass? And that was a good delivery from Diouf, but still not dangerous enough. Like, look at Atia and Fati, people. Just stare at them. Again, we're going long ball. To who? They're going to eat it up every single time, the Senegal center backs. Mamadou Sarr and Niakate. Every time. Jackson. This is just poor tactically from Age's perspective. Yeah, you want to be... That's a foul. Yeah, that's a clear foul. The officiating has been okay. It's been okay. The one thing I don't like it with this AFCON is the amount of times they just stop the corners to tell them to stop hugging. Like, just stop, please. That's going to happen regardless. Regardless. Sadio Mane won that. Oh, that was the opportunity. I think it was Mamadou Sarr who was closest there. All the fans are like, we paid money for this. We paid money for this. Will the goal come from here? Oh, that was a perfect cross from Diatta into Niakate. No foul on Salah. Oh my God. Okay, Jackson. Oh man, Rabia, Jackson. Okay, he's having a disastrous second half. He was okay for the first half. Yeah, Jackson in the second half just... Oh, boy. I wonder if they're going to... If Pop Diallo's like, yeah, you know what? Enough games here. Time to bring Ibrahim Mbaye. Sadio Mane. Still Sadio. That's not a foul. What are you doing, Atia and Fati? Why again the long pass? Although that's a great pass into Salah. This is now the opportunity for Salah. He's 1-on-1 against Diouf. Salah. Oh, what defending from Diouf, man. What defending from Diouf. Who's worse? Choupo-Moting was pretty decent for Cameroon. No, that's not Salah's game anymore. Salah's not going to be able to defeat 1-on-1. If he's dribbling at the defender, I don't really expect Salah to beat him every single time. It's probably like 20% conversion rate at this point in time for Salah. Because he just doesn't have that in his game anymore. He's just more of a creative winger. If you look at him last season, even last season, he wasn't beating players in 1-on-1 situations. That goal he scored against Brighton basically was it Estupinian or Karagioglu who was defending him? It gave him all the space in the world. It wasn't that Salah beat a Brighton defender and then another one, then another one. No. Then you look at the amount of assists that Salah had. So I think we kind of saw the last sort of brilliant Salah where he's able to beat the defenders was probably 2022, I want to say. I think that was the last one. Well, Ibrahim, you're going to have to... No, that's it. Who has the better goalkeeper if this goes to penalties? Oh, El Shanawi's pretty okay. Oh, that's once again horrible link-up play from Jackson. Diatta, can he just hold on to it? Diatta, you got to release the ball. Ndiaye, 1-on-1 on the outside against Rabia. Nope, he don't want that smoke. You just see there's just the amount of Egyptian bodies in their own box is crazy. There's now 5, 6, 7 Egyptian defenders inside their own 18-yard box. It will take a miracle here. Here's Diatta. Well, has a decent shot on him. Here's Ndiaye. Ndiaye, now this is your opportunity. You got a 1-on-1 there. Lamine Kamara with the help. Ndiaye, nope, you don't want to go for that either. Lamine Kamara, that is just, he went for the shot. Does that count as a shot on target, people? Boy, oh boy. Oh yeah, easily. This is exactly what Egypt won and Hossam Hassan wants. But again, they're just going for these vertical passes, and that's the first time Marmoush was able to hold up play, and he's fouled. That is the first time in this game that connection worked. See, this sort of tactical idea from Hossam Hassan with these long vertical passes, it would be better if it was Mustafa Mohammed, because that's a big body striker. This is not Marmoush's game whatsoever. And the man is crying. I mean, come on, Hossam Hassan. Come on. Remember that season for Bayern when Leva got injured and Choupo-Moting scored. Did he score twice against PSG in that Champions League round of 16 game? I think it was twice, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was twice. I could be wrong, though. I could be very, very wrong. Oh my God, this is first time I think Egypt have been anywhere near the Senegal box. Oh my, what in the world was that back heel from Trezeguet? And that's a foul from Ashur. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Norway, Uruguay, who's winning? Right now, Norway. 100%. 100% Norway. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are now 66 minutes in, and there has been 0 shots from Egypt. And yet somehow if they lose this game, they'll blame the referee. Oh my God, what? Oh. What is Trezeguet? You're not at Trabzonspor. You're not at Aston Villa. You don't have that game anymore, bro. You're Unk. Don't take on defenders. You're just not that sort of player. Here's Ndiaye. This guy can beat defenders in one-on-one situations. Diatta into Popke. Popke just took the ball. Oh, he tried to go for the nutmeg. He tried to beat 2 defenders. Good play by Marmoush, and he is fouled. Oh, yeah. Most overrated team? Love to my Ecuadorians. It's Ecuador. It's Ecuador. Because people have them as dark horses, but yeah, I just don't see it right now for Ecuador. That would probably be my most overrated team at the next World Cup if things do not improve. Yeah. It's more Uruguay are just terrible. They're just terrible right now. But they have that sort of pride about them where in any moment they can just absolutely turn into world beaters. So that wouldn't shock me if then all of a sudden at the World Cup they start putting up crazy performances. Darwin Núñez is basically the new Forlan. He's got to have the same haircut, by the way, with the hairband. That wouldn't surprise me with them. But if I've seen anything in the last couple of international windows and what I saw at the end of the CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers, The team looks broken for Uruguay. The team looks broken. Oh my God, man. These. Just get us to. Oh, this is now Ndiaye's time. He's 1-on-1 against Trezeguet. You can easily beat him. He's got fouled there, but it's a throw-in. Maybe. What about Ecuador being a bit overrated? Because, some people that don't really follow international football, they're like, okay, they can be dark horses. They can make the round of 16 quarterfinal. I really think it's for Ecuador. It's just round of 32 max. But that's not what I think of the team and how they should be able to play. It's just more Becca Sese and just something with just, you have to do it in the most difficult periods if you're Ecuador, right? They don't have great footballing history either. Like have they ever made it to a semifinal of a Copa America? Maybe once, maybe twice, but that's about it. World Cup, they've made it out of the group stage once. So I just don't think they can say, hey, we can make a round of 16 here. Oh my God, this is the chance for Egypt. Because Marmoush and Salah just won the ball. And it's just, guys, I think I want to end it. I think I want to end this stream. I think I do. Yeah. Egypt. Ecuador have, I would say, the best defense in international football. That's not even just name-wise, but just how they defend as a unit. But they cannot score for their life. They cannot score for their life. I have to tweet something, people. Hold up. The energy is slowly going down, people. Yes, we know, but they also just can't score goals. Now, respect to the Egyptian fans that are trying to make some noise. How can you gain any support from this, watching this football? If Egypt loses this game, oh no, Hossam Hassan will be crucified in the media. He will be. This is not really just a mental battle, and if Egypt can really defend like this for the entire game, because there's another corner. How many corners have Senegal had in this? 5 corners. Egypt have had 0. Does anybody have a stat? Does Egypt even have a touch in Senegal's box? Do they even have one touch? All they just need, Senegal, is one good delivery from Diouf like they got in the last corner. Somebody like Mamadou Sarr to get the goal, and Senegal win this game 1-0. Diouf. Cleared away by Ashur. Lamine Kamara with the shot. Ooh. Ndiaye. Oh, man. Diouf. Ndiaye is like, how many times do you want to hit the near post man? How many times? They can. Egypt always find a way like Real Madrid. This would be something like, when was it? Man City, Real Madrid. When Was it Real Madrid win in penalties? Yeah, because Trubin became the hero in that game. Could be something similar like that. And Dye wins it to Jackson. And again, Jackson cannot complete his pass. And Dye, are we going to get any moment of magic here for Senegal? They just need that one moment of brilliance. Even Sadio Mane today, people, has been quiet. The most effective player for Senegal has probably been Diouf. Probably Idrissa Gana Gueye. And Dye has been okay. He just hasn't really created a whole lot out on the wing. But here's Diatta. They just don't want to play it down the middle. Look, Ndiaye wants to receive it in that sort of edge of the box. He cannot get it there. And then it rotates once again. Diouf, cross. Can Sadio win the header? Nothing again. Hani, he's just going to clear it away to absolutely nobody. Good hold-up play by... Oh my God. Egypt have to move forward. But who is Trezeguet? Look at Trezeguet, people. There is 0 options for Trezeguet. Then Abdelmogid, he's going to receive it and kick it long to absolutely nobody. Yeah, Papa Gueye has been... Yeah, but Papa Gueye on the ball hasn't been the greatest today. And usually he's quite comfortable. Which game did he score 2 goals in? It wasn't the DR Congo. It wasn't Benin. It was the 2 goals that Papa Gueye scored against Sudan, where he was having a tragic sort of 35 minutes, and then all of a sudden he has 2 goals, and he's like, oh, there's man of the match performance right there. "15 minutes of the 90 left, people. 15 minutes of the 90 left. And I really don't know if we're going to get a goal here. Diatta, out wide to Lamine Camara. Lamine Camara just needs to put in a good cross. He does, but it's straight into the hands of El Shenawi. This game has to be some type of rage bait. This would be like what would be like a rage baits game, or like what sort of content creator would come up with this sort of game? Thogden would come up with like, oh my God, the most exciting AFCON game ever, and then have like the shock face. Something like that. But something just in the back of my mind says, Egypt get a goal last 5 to 10 minutes. Just something about it. Senegal have been the only side that want to play ball here. They want to create the chances, but they simply can't. And that's just something that kind of scares me. But here's Lamine Camara. Takes the shot. Back to Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Exactly what the doctor ordered. The main man, the greatest Senegalese player of all time, the GOAT, Sadio Mane gets the goal when his country needed him most. And right now, it is Sadio Mane clean sweep over Salah. Boy, oh boy. Oh my God. If this is going to be offside, I'll rage bait then, people. I will rage bait if this is called offside on Jackson. Lamine Camara just falls to the path of Sadio Mane. Finally, somebody takes a shot, and it's the main man, the GOAT. Oh my God. If they're going to call off Jackson, please, for the love of VAR, do not do it. Do not call him offside by a pubic hair. We cannot do that here. There was that controversy yesterday between the Man City and Newcastle yesterday. I guess it was because of the second goal, but boy, oh boy. El Hadj Diouf is happy. Is the goal given? Is the goal given? Oh boy. Or is it good? He's giving the thumbs up. So that means it's good. It's a goal. That's what Sadio does, man. That's what Sadio does. That's goal. Yes! Hallelujah. 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 All right. Now, what do you do if you're Egypt? You have no other choice. Bring on the cavalry. Bring on the cavalry if you're Egypt. This is what you like. Look, I don't mind being defensive, right? There is no problem with it. Greece did the same thing in 2004. You could talk about other national teams, club teams that have been super defensive in their history and they've done well, but boy, oh boy, I mean, this is a crimes against football. The Egypt national team, the greatest national team in all of Africa, they will be trialed at The Hague for the war crimes they've committed in this game. They will be. And now look who comes on. Wait, why is Zizou coming on and not Adel? I say nothing. I say nothing. Finally, we have a game. Oh boy. What is the media going to say? Oh yeah, Egypt were robbed. Brother, they haven't had a shot for 80 minutes. 80 effing minutes of the game and there's no shot. Oh no, referee's fault. We couldn't do our game. You had no game. Right? You had no game. Boy, oh boy. Oh, here we go. This is now like Marmoush needs to step up. Salah, this is like I don't want to really blame Salah because the whole entire Egypt tactical. I mean, if that's a penalty, give up, people. That is never a penalty. They're just trying to find the penalty there. Look at now, Egypt. Now they have only 5 defenders back when they had all. I don't know how many Egyptians there are in the world, but here's Lamine Kamara. Is he going to make it 2-0? Lamine Kamara, edge of the box, back to Pop Gay. He loves a goal. Pop Gay, can he get the goal? Oh, he slipped. Oh, for the love of God. Oh, boy. Oh, he just slips at the worst moment possible, huh? You know Carragher, he's got that thesis statement ready for that Twitter post. Look at Zizou. I mean, just never a penalty. Never a penalty. No, are we actually looking at that as a penalty? Now lock it off, people. If that's a penalty, so there's a sub. So now Ashur comes off. Is it Mustafa Mohammed? Wow. Where were these subs, Hossam Hassan, in the 60th minute? Hello? Hello? Oh, not there? Okay, cool. Yep. How is that a foul, Marmoush? All right, that's fine. All right, people. Now we're in the last 8 minutes of the 90. And if we're honest, while Senegal still have not been great at this tournament, I mean, they deserve to win this game just on based on the basis that they've actually attempted to play football here. That's it. Trezeguet out to Marmoush. Finally, are Egypt finally going to get into Senegal's box? After 80 minutes, Marmoush into Trezeguet. Good defending, though. Is that a corner? It's a corner for Egypt. Well, this is the opportunity for Egypt. Their first corner of the game in the 84th minute. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. This is such a travesty on Egyptian football. Such a travesty. Corner in, out, wide. Was that a shot? Do we count that as a shot? uh, at this rate, it's not looking good for Salah at this rate. But, optics-wise, you don't look at this game. You look at the stats. Salah had a poor game. I'm sorry. This is all in Hossam Hassan. Yes, you can blame Salah. He didn't have a great... Look at how tactical Egypt have set up today. Do you think any attacker would thrive in this? All it was just the long ball over the top to Marmoush and just hope and pray. That is it. That's it. I love Sadio. I love Salah. But this is just... That should be a foul. That looked like a head injury on Hani, but nope, play continues with Senegal. Pop Gay. Pour from him, Hani. Are they going to find... Why are they doing the ball over the top? Oh, Salah, that is not a good touch, and it's straight into the hands of Edouard Mendy. They want to avoid the host. Well, what if the Super Eagles beat the host? Somebody's down injured. Is it Sadio? Sadio's down injured. That's a foul. Sadio Mane is down injured. Ibrahim is down injured. Sadio's down injured. Boy, oh boy. It's... Sadio, Sadio, Sadio. Really, Joe Biden? You're shocked that you would remember it. You're old enough. Oh my God, what a terrible pass from Zizou. El Shinawi has to come out of his net. He's way out of his net. If they could just get the shot off, Idrissa Gana Gueye. Look again. How are they just playing ball over the top? Finally, they get into Salah. And there's 3 attackers in the box for Egypt. Wow, this is a miracle, people. This is like the cavemen finding fire for the first time. And then they lose the ball immediately. Wow, it's just foul. Well, my recap for this game is not going to be long, and it's going to be about 20 minutes on Hossam Hassan's tactics. Egypt were not this bad against Cote d'Ivoire. They actually had a good tactical breakdown of how to, counterattack. Whether it was Rabia making those sort of passes down the line or Ibrahim down the line. But this game, it just seems like, oh no, we just want to play for penalties here. This is all we want. Now Abdelmoged is down injured for Egypt. Can he play? Have they made all their subs, Egypt? Obviously, Senegal is at a different level, people. I'm not denying that. Senegal are a very good side, but still, it's you can't, Koulibaly went down. Mamadou Sarr is a 20-year-old kid who's basically making, I think, his maybe second start. I think he maybe started against Kenya in a friendly. In a semi-final, and they didn't even challenge the kid. Didn't even challenge him. Have they made all their subs? They've only made 3 subs, so they can still make a sub here, Egypt. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, to be fair, I did pick Senegal to win this game, so I'm looking like a genius. Yeah, just crazy how it kind of twists the narrative on Hossam Hassan. Because he did pretty okay against Benin. Oh, ball over the top to Trezeguet. See, this is where Egypt were doing well against Cote d'Ivoire. They had those runners in behind Trezeguet. He doesn't want to put the ball into the box. Oh, Marmoush. Still with Marmoush. Out wide to Trezeguet. There's a couple of players in the box for Egypt. Trezeguet. Does anybody want it? Marmoush. Cannot find the pass. And great defending from Diatta. Oh, that's a little bit of desperate defending there by Senegal. But they still manage it well. Trezeguet. Back to Yasser Ibrahim. Mustafa Mohamed wins the header and cleared away by Senegal. Now we got 1 minute of the 90 left, people. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, my God. What a pass by Abdul. What? What on earth is Mustafa Mohammed doing? Just keep possession of the ball if you're Mustafa Mohammed. All right, here we go. Ball over the top to Zizo. Zizo, can he get to it? Good defending from... Oh, my God. Oh, what are Senegal doing in the defense? What happened? Foul. How is that a foul? No, Popke is down injured. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh. What a finish by Sadio. That definitely wasn't a foul. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I don't know why the ref called the foul there on Zizo. Popke, I was like, hey, man. I didn't get this right, but I'll take it. Salah, I guess, was trying to talk about offside from Jackson. Who has been man of the match today? I mean, I guess you kind of go with Sadio, even though I would probably say Diouf at left back position, even though his deliveries weren't the greatest. Probably go with him. Throw in for Senegal. 5 minutes of added time, people. You know, this would be Egypt's first semifinal loss at an AFCON since 1984, people. 1984. They don't lose many AFCON semifinals. Nope, no handball. Play continues. This is not... Egypt got to go, man. You got 3 minutes. Do you want to do something? Oh, my God, Trezeguet with the horrific... What on earth is that by Trezeguet? Oh, you got to be smart here if you're Senegal. Here's Egypt, though. They got the... Probably one of their last attack because they won't do anything else in this game. Ball in. Oh, that was almost into the path of Marmoush or Trezeguet at the back post. Still with Egypt with Fatih. Out wide to Hani. Hani, he's going to put in another cross. He does. Into Mustafa Mohammed. Oh, Zizo took the touch, but it's a horrific touch by Zizo. Horrific touch. Not sure if this performance is worse than Algeria. Shocking tactics from both nations. I'd probably say this is worse than Algeria. Actually, I mean, Egypt defended well, but they just offered nothing going forward. Like, Algeria defended poorly in that game. They couldn't attack, so I would probably say... I still would say Egypt. This is unacceptable for a semifinal of an AFCON. And the historic national team you are... Here we go. Is it going to be 2-0? Sheriff Ndiaye. Just keep it in the corner if you're Sheriff Ndiaye. Although Ismail Assar was wide open on the other side. I don't think Sadio Mane is offside, but he lets the throw and go. 90 seconds left. I think we're getting one more sub from Senegal. Nope, it's actually Egypt with the sub. Salah Mohsin comes into the game for Fatih. I mean, now we're just going all out attack here for Hossam Hassan, which he did during the World Cup qualifiers. That's not a foul. Throwing for Egypt. They got 90 seconds. Oy, 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 oy. They just got to hang on here, Senegal. Hani, 1 minute left until Senegal reach another AFCON final. It would be the third time in the last 4 AFCONs that Senegal have reached the final. They won one of them. They lost one of them. But here's the chance for Egypt. Zizou back to Marmoush. Somebody's got to take this out. Marmoush! Their first shot on target was the last minute of the game. Oh, man. This is, I mean, that was a great attempt from Marmoush. This is it now. They got 30 seconds left. El Shanawi. Long ball over the top. Salam Hossein, he wins the header. Back to Mustafa Mohamed. Marmoush, can he hold on to it? Zizou, he goes for the shot. Great defending from Papisis. 15 seconds left. If you're Egypt, but just put the ball into the box if you're Egypt. They do. Rabia, nobody's going to win it. It's again won by Niakate of Senegal. Marmoush wins the header. Back to Salam Hossein. That's not a foul. Keep playing. No free kick. That just poor diving again from... No final whistle yet from the referee. They're going crazy, the Senegalese bench. They want the final whistle. Are they going to get the final whistle? Are we going to get one more opportunity here for Egypt? Yasser, is he going to throw long? He is. That's going to be won by Egypt. Falls at the edge of the box. Sadio Mane clears it away from Salah. That is the final whistle. And for the third time in 4 AFCONs, Senegal reach an AFCON final. It wasn't pretty. Dreadful game. Terrible performance from Egypt. I'll talk about that in the match recap, but Senegal do it again, man. Sadio Mane does it again. Their captain, Koulibaly, goes down the first 20 minutes of the game. He gets a yellow card. Nothing faces this team. They're mentally strong. They got the quality. And Senegal now will hope to win. Look at Sadio. Look at Sadio, man. Just calma. Calm the troops. We got one more war to win if you're Senegal. And yeah, I have no complaints, people. Senegal should have won this game. That was awful from Egypt. Absolutely awful. I'll talk about it more in the match reaction. But yeah, deserved winner Senegal. They win 1-0. Dreadful game. Now we have about an hour until the other semifinal between the Super Eagles and these Atlas Lions. So I will see you then, people, for the watch along. Let me know your thoughts in the chat right now. Remember to hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I will see you all for the watch along between Nigeria and Morocco. Let's hope it's a better game than this.